I started when I was 7 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 43 now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 73.
43 and 73. That's a great mistake. You should make that mistake more often.
It's so like the music was very good for me because when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
all the kids were playing baseball in the street, and I had to be at the piano. So what it did was it gave me kind of another thing to do other than baseball and football and all the sports.
Of course.
The music saved me from becoming a sport addict.
A job.
In F sharp major, which is the original key, and there was a pianist before me, and she made a mistake and she couldn't find the note, so she started crying, and so the teacher walked up to her and she walked away crying, and then I played Chopin's Polonaise and I forgot a note, and I stopped right in the middle of the piece. And so the teacher walked up to me, she tapped me on the shoulder, she said, "Be natural." I said, "Oh, right."
Why do you choose the shoes that you've got on? Like, why did you particularly choose
because
those?
they're more comfortable for playing, because the pedal on the piano it will develop corns on your feet. And so if you don't have the proper shoes, you will get a real bad corn, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. And I get one almost once a month, so I have to go to a pedicure, and she cuts it and takes the corn out of like,
wow, the
big
problems
like
of a
I
jazz
said,
player.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah, the pedal. She said, "Well, how did you get that?" I said, "It's not me, it's the pedal."
Wow, okay,
So I
these
choose
shoes
my
are
I choose
actually
my
helpful.
shoes for the pedal.
Okay, fantastic. I didn't think that question.
And I put protection inside of the shoe, so that
like an inner sole, a soft
inner
sole
sole
as well.
exactly.
Fantastic.
That's why I choose my shoes.
That's a great reason for having the shoes.
That's a good
you have.
question. Wow.
Next question: what do you value about your mother the most, as her human being?
Well, she's dead at the particular moment, but I valued my mother because she told me, she says, "Bobby, you have to learn piano." And I said, "Well, I don't want to learn piano, I want to play flute." She said, "No, you have to play piano."
She forced you into it.
So she was also a violinist. She played violin, not professional, just as a hobby. And I think I admire my mother the most because she taught me to stick with the music, and finally you will win the prize.
Oh, so it's almost like she knew she could feel your future a little bit.
Well, she traveled with me quite a bit too on the road, and she saw my development as I grew, and she could appreciate that she told me an important message.
Okay.
That's why I love my mother.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing for a mother.
I cried because I think about my mother and my father, and they're dead, and I think about the love that they gave me and how beautiful they were. And when I think very heavily about it, I cry. And most likely that's about the only occasion I really cry, because I'm full of joy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
full
So
of
it's
joy.
more crying from a kind of melancholy, or from
Yeah,
the awareness of love,
yeah,
rather
from the
than from
awareness of love.
sadness.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's beautiful tears. But
I did cry. Oh yeah, I wrote a song, and a couple of weeks ago, and it was so beautiful that I cried. I couldn't believe that I had created such a beautiful song. So I cried, and my wife came to the piano. She says, "Why are you crying?" I said, "I wrote a new song, and I'm just crying because it's beautiful."
that's a very, very special moment.
That's tears of joy.